Lucie, and I'm here to tell you about a movie that I saw, and it's called Starbuck. And it's not about the coffee place, it's about a man. And he speaks French, and so does his whole family. So you think that it's in France, of course, but you don't see anything that looks like it's from France. It just seems like it's a little city in France, because they don't talk about Paris or gendarmes or any of that. And in fact, they talk about dollars. And so you're thinking, what? They use dollars? Is that just like for America they're saying that for America? Really, Smoothie? But then you realize when the movie has about 10 minutes to go that they're in Canada. Did you know that in Canada some people speak French, and it's called Quebec, and maybe that's where they live, and they have a meat house, and the guy works for the meat house. And when he was a young man, he didn't have any money, so he sold some man products from his body. Do you know what I mean? And he did it like a lot, and ladies took those products home inside their bodies, and they made babies. So this man has hundreds of children who he didn't know he had, and he finds out because a lot of them want to meet him, and so it's like a lawsuit. And so somebody comes to his apartment who looks kind of like Snape in a black coat, and he says, I know who you are, and I'm a lawyer, and all of these people want to know who you are. And he says, no, are you kidding? Get out. And so he spies on them. He has a list of them, and he goes to spy on them, and he pretends he's somebody else. And he meets all these young people who are his children, and there's hundreds of them. And he's so proud, and he loves them, but they don't know who he is, but they want to know who he is. They want to know who their father is, but they don't know he's their father. So that's like kind of cool. So in the meantime, he's like really bad at his job, even though he works for his father, who looks like he's the same age as him. Like, what's up with that? Was there some kind of strange like man seed birth thing that went on, that he was born at the same time as his father? Because that part's weird. But they're all speaking French the whole time. You have to read what they're saying if you don't speak French, because I don't. And underneath, when they're talking, underneath at the very bottom, it spells out what they're saying. So you be ready for that. But it's a good movie. It's like nobody makes movies about that, right? Because except stupid ones. And this wasn't a stupid one. It was a good one, and it was like all this love because of all these young people who he knows and says hi. And maybe I'm just a guy who happens to hang around all of you people. And so like his family says that he's very nice, but he's kind of, he's a kind of a screw up. And there's a guy, like one of his children, who like figures it out because he's a smart one, and he comes to his apartment too. All these people just appear in his apartment and say, there's a father thing going on that you have to like figure out and deal with. And this one has, he's all arty painty sort of, but he just wants a dad just like anybody else does. So you should go see it because it's a good movie, and I hope it comes to a city near you or the city that you actually live in. Okay, so that was Starbuck, and this is Lucie L. Lucie. Thank you for watching. Bye.